If you're new here, my name is Kale. I'm a filmmaker and a free surfer, and here you'll find all sorts of epic surf content like tutorials to help you surf better, important reviews, and more. So subscribe down below and join me on Instagram at Kale's Broccoli. G'day guys, it's Kale Brock here. I'm a filmmaker and a surfer, and today I'm going to lead you through a surf-specific at-home workout. This is an episode that was pretty much brought along by request. So after we did a few of our mobilization specifics and surfers body specific episodes, you guys were asking for a follow along workout. So that's what I've done today. We're going to go through a warm up and then we're going to go into some exercises. So whilst I'm explaining a couple of things, make sure you get ready, clear out the living room if you need to, as I've done. That surfboard there, absolutely no reason for it to be there besides just looking a little bit cooler. So that's the way we're going to do it today. The point of this workout is that it's a gearless workout, or at least there is the option for it to be a gearless workout. I think one of the best tools that we can have access to as surfers at home is a Swiss ball, because it does liberate us to mimic a lot of unstable surfaces that we see in the water, and also just sort of open up a bit of a plethora of various movements that we can work on. So if you don't have one of these, don't worry. I've got options for a gearless workout, so you don't need to worry there. Let's jump straight into it. Why not? For those of you who don't know, I actually am an exercise coach. I trained under Paul Chek and did the course through the Chek Institute, and have worked with a lot of Czech practitioners over the years, but obviously went down a different career path. This is me pulling out some of that old knowledge for you. Okay, so to warm up today, we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're just going to go through some sun salutations. I find that yogic movements are actually really helpful as a warm-up tool for surfers. So basically all that means, I'm going to show you from the side, is we're going to start to limber up the body. Some of you guys might be doing this first thing in the morning, and we want to make sure that it's a comfortable experience for you. So we're going to start off with a slight bend in our knees and simply hang our head just to create a little bit of space in the thoracic spine, which is often something that tightens up as surfers, particularly after a surf, mind you. So we're just going to hang here for about a minute, just lengthening out, letting go of the neck and the head, and just hanging heavy. You might want to give yourself a couple of swings to the side to side, and you might want to give yourself a couple of really light bounces as well. And just taking some deep breaths to oxygenate the body in preparation for our little workout. Okay, now that we've hung there for a little bit, what I want you to do is bring the feet together. And then all we're going to do, you can keep them bent, it's not a big deal. Feet hips width apart, not quite together. And we're just going to slowly come up vertebra by vertebra until we come all the way up, and we're going to send our hands in the air, and we're going to introduce a slight back bend just by opening up the arms here before we roll back down again. Cool, so now we're just going to hang here again, and with our next breath in, we're going to come up. Bring the hands together, send them up. And a little back bend with our exhale. Breathe in, and we're going to come back down. And coming up. And a little back bend. One more time. Okay, now shake it out a little bit. Now what we're going to do is warm up the lower half of the body, which is going to be super important throughout our workout. So we're just going to do some breathing squats. This is actually a really nice exercise to de-stress as well. So a good stress reduction exercise. We're pretty much going to flow with the breath. So we're going to breathe in. And we're just going to roll through that. Two more. Okay, and shake it out. Guys, this warm-up is what we call an active warm-up. So instead of focusing on static stretches, we're focusing on a mobile sort of movement routine. It goes without saying that if you have any specific injuries that you need to look after and you need to stretch certain areas that are very tight, then by all means introduce that into this sort of workout. Just press pause and do your own thing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm just going to remove my mic for a second and go into a low squat. So this is, I guess for some people, this is going to be quite an advanced movement. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my heels on the ground and I'm allowing my bum to sink down to the heels, as you can see there. And I'm trying not to roll my back too much. I'm actually just trying to keep it somewhat neutral. And I'm just gonna shift around a little bit, move side to side. I might send my hands out in one direction and send them out in the other. And just sort of bring a bit of awareness and sensation into the hips and the lower body. So if some of you guys watched our session with Nick Laidlaw down the road at Balance Studio, we did some side to sides here. So we've reached out and then we changed legs like that. And then we moved across like that, doing our best to keep the heels on the ground. Now there are some, I guess, stages that we can work in here. Now if you can't get your heels on the ground, that's fine. I just want you to lean forward and just put your hands on the ground just to support you. So while your heels are off, you can support yourself like this. But I just want to get a little bit of sensation and movement in that hip area because as surfers, it's super, super important. So once you feel that's kind of feeling pretty good, you're feeling pretty warmed up, you can move out of this position. Now, we're about to jump into the workout. What we're going to do is run a quick commercial break while you guys finish your warm-up if you need to, and then we're going to jump straight into it. Okay, welcome back. Let's get stuck into our little workout routine. Our first exercise, we're going to be doing 4 exercises today, and we're going to do 3 rounds. This particular workout is not a anabolic workout. It's not something we're doing to grow and get really big and muscly. It's very much a maintenance workout for surfers to stay limber, to stay lean, and to stay agile and really springy. I find that springiness is a very underappreciated attribute for surfers to have. So our first exercise is going to be jackknives. So jackknives we know are with the Swiss ball. Our alternative, if you don't have a Swiss ball, is going to be some mountain climbers. Both movements essentially are going to help us strengthen our core with an upright position in a bit of a push-up position. And also it's going to help us with our takeoff, specifically as we bring our legs under us during the movement. Then we're going to move on to some hamstring extensions, which, and again, we can do them on the Swiss ball or on the floor. The hamstrings and cultivating and developing a really strong, not a tight hamstring, but a very strong, elastic, springy hamstring is really powerful for surfers to be able to lay out some massive turns and really displace some water. The one after that we're going to do is one of my favorites. It's the Ytw exercise over the Swiss ball or on the floor, and this is specifically for paddling and our back extensors to look after the neck whilst we're paddling. You guys will know this one. So sometimes it's called the erect banana. I believe you guys made that up. 100% not guilty here. And then the one after that is some simple squats, but we're going to be doing those squats on an unstable surface. And I'm going to teach you how to do that just by using a couple of towels in the house. Okay, cool. Let's get started with our jackknives. You guys ready? Feeling warmed up? Sweet. So, again, two options here. We've got the Swiss ball option, which I'll explain first. So basically I want a straight body without a big dip in my spine. I want to have a nice raised hip structure, and all I'm going to do is just bring my feet in. Okay, so essentially what I'm doing is just activating the core, keeping my neck in nice alignment, so nice and straight, not looking up, not looking to the side, and just bringing it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. For those of you who don't have a Swiss ball, we're going to be doing 10 on each leg, where we actually bring the foot up in between, bring the knee up in between our body and the floor, and bring it up into the gap between our hands. And we're actually going to do 10 on each side here. 4. If you've got the Swiss ball, you can continue. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue up until 20. So that means 10 each leg. And I'll finish off with the Swiss ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. After that, we're going to move on to our hamstring extensions. Just adjust my pack here. And throughout this, obviously guys, if you get any sharp pain, that's not a good sign. And I'd actually rather you stopped than push yourself through it. Okay, our hamstring extensions, what I'm going to do is actually show you both options before we go through the 10. Our hamstring extensions on the Swiss ball look like this. You guys will know this one from when we worked with Donal. So basically what we're doing, putting our hands out to the side, and we're raising our hips to be in a straight line with the rest of our body. Okay, and we can do that, we can alternate legs, or we can do multiple movements on the one leg. Okay, now the way we do that without the Swiss ball is simply an extension off the ground. So it's just this here, which you guys will know. Again, hands out to the side, and just like that. Okay, so we've got the two options there. We're going to go through 10 of those each leg on the Swiss ball, or 20 if you're lying down on the ground. Okay, we ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do my right leg first. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going if you're on the floor. I'm going to swap legs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is our Ytw stretch. Now I don't want you guys to rush through this workout. Again, it doesn't really matter if we take a minute break in between. I'll probably need to do that to get my breath back, adjust the GoPro. So again, we can do this on the floor or over the Swiss ball. So I'll show you both options. I've actually got a real home-based workout, right? Because we're going to use some canned beans as weights to actually help us out, help us generate some resistance here. So I'll show you guys multiple angles here. Basically what we're going to do is lie over the Swiss ball or lie on the ground, and we're going to bring our arms up in a Y with the thumbs up, and then we're going to come up in a T, and then we're going to come up in a W. Okay, and we're actually going to do that. We're going to go through about 60 reps. Okay, now we may need to take a couple of pauses. I suggest if you're on the ground, what I would rather you do is do 5 of each at any given time. So basically, I'll get you down on your belly. The feet can be on the floor, and we come up in a Y 5 times. Then we come up in a T, again, thumbs facing up. Notice how the neck stays in alignment with the rest of the spine. And then we come up in a W. 1, 2, all the way up to 5, and 60 in total, which means you would do 5, 5, 5, 15. You would do that 4 times. Okay, now, obviously, if you want to add resistance, you can add in the canned veggies, or if you've got some dumbbells, or actually just really light dumbbells, this is quite an intense exercise, you can use those as well. Okay, I'm going to be using the Swiss ball. Those on the ground, you can start. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, take a little rest. So you should notice that you feel the muscles burning. Again, if you've got any pinching, sharp pains during this exercise, I'd prefer that you stopped and sorted that out. We're going to do, again, 60, so that means 4 little rounds of that. Okay, you guys ready? You should feel the burn, I'll just continue, in your middle back especially. So we're talking about the back extension chain here, rather than just the lower back. The lower back might feel a little bit of fatigue, which is normal, but I really want most of this fatigue to be driven into in between the shoulder blades and at the bottom of the shoulder blades, because that's really where good paddling comes from. Okay, you ready? YTW, 15 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Y, 11, T, and 12, W. Y, T, and W. Okay. I think what we'll do, because we are going to do 3 rounds in total, is we'll leave it there at 30, because I'm already feeling a little bit fatigued there. So I feel like, you know, anyone who paddles as much as me should be at that same level. So again, purely because I don't want to compromise form for the sake of quantity. I want you guys to do all these exercises in good form. Okay, our fourth exercise. So this is a simple squat, guys, but what I want to do is make this a squat more relevant to surfing. So I've got 2 towels here, and essentially what I'm going to do is use them as plates to stand on to make these squats a little bit uneven and unstable. Now you can obviously make this even more intense by doing the squats on the flat side of a Bosu ball. A Bosu ball is pretty much half a Swiss ball with a base. So you can do it on the flat side of that, or if you're really advanced and you've got the space to do it, you can actually do it on top of the Swiss ball as well. So today we're just going to do it on our towels, which I'm sure you guys have around the house. Cool. So 20 squats, guys. I'm going to show you a couple of different angles and go to your comfort level. There's no need to get your bum to your heels. I tend to go just below the knee, and I'm going to show you guys on the side. Notice how my back is staying relatively straight here. I'm not rounding out when I do my squat. I'm keeping it nice and active because this actually helps us when we do our bottom turns. So I'm not sure what number we're at, but we'll do 10 more, okay? And I'm going to do them, I'm going to switch them up so that I get some, I balance out anything here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's our first round, guys. We've got 2 more rounds. I'm going to spend less time explaining the exercises this time. As we move through them, we should all know where we are. So, our first exercise for the next round, jackknives or mountain climbers. Take a little rest, have a sip of water if you need to, and we'll start in about 15, 20, 30, 30 seconds. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do them all together. 20 jackknives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Our next one, hamstring extensions. This pack is a little bit more annoying than I thought. Should be building up a bit of a sweat now, as I am at least. Again, hamstring extensions, 1 leg at a time over the Swiss ball or on the floor. We're doing them in unison. So we're going to do 20 in total, 10 each leg on the Swiss ball, or just 20 straight on the floor. Hands out to the sides, palms facing up. The reason we have our palms facing up is because it turns on our back muscles a little bit better. I'm going to start with the right leg. You guys ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew. Definitely building up a sweat now. I'm going to switch to the left leg. Those on the floor can have a little rest and keep going once they get to 20 and have a rest. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Now, who's noticing one leg is not as strong as the other? I know I certainly am. My left leg is struggling. Okay, so we're going to do 30 YTWs in total. I'm going to do that in 2 lots of 15. Again, on the ground, I suggest doing 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Have a rest and then do it again. On the Swiss ball, I'm going to go to 15 and do 2 rounds. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, Y, 5, T, 6, W, 7, Y, 8, T, 9, W, 10, Y, 11, T, 12, W, Y, T, and W. Have a little rest. Feeling strong in the back? Good, this is one of the best exercises you can do for your paddling. Okay, I'm gonna swap sides purely for the camera. You guys ready to finish the next 15? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Y, 11, T, 12, W, Y, T, and W, 15. Oh, it's a good one, isn't it? Okay. Next thing we're going to do is our squats. So you guys get ready for that one. Again, we're going to lay out the towels as an option. Of course, if you're worried about the towels or it's a little bit too hard, that's fine. Just do it on the floor. Okay, again. I'm just going to adjust my pack for a second. Keep going when you're ready. 5. 8. 9. 10. I've got 10 more to go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, which makes 20. Whew. How you guys doing? You still here with me? Good. So we're going to move on to our jackknives again. Take a quick rest. We'll give it 30 seconds. Should be building up a little bit of a sweat just now. going to do it this way. Okay, how are we all feeling? Ready, brace, nice and strong, hands under the shoulders, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let those hips dip. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a rest if you need to. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Whew, how's that feel? That was definitely the hardest one. Whew, we're going to jump to our hamstrings. We're going to bust those ones out. Whew, I just had a sweat drop. Okay. Hamstrings. Hands facing upwards. Starting with the right leg. 10 on the right leg. And then 10 on the other. If you're on the floor, 20 straight. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoa, that's getting hard, isn't it? Okay, next on the left leg. Whoa, I might even have to take a rest in the middle of this one. We ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Whew. Oh, it's getting tough. Okay, we're going to go for our YTWs. I'm going to grab the cans. I'm going to give the camera a nice angle here. Okay. 15 to start with. Y, T, W, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more, 13 Y, 14 T, and 15 W. Oh, how's that feeling in the back? Better than any deadlifts, right? Okay, we're almost there, guys. We ready? Let's jump straight into it. Okay. Y, T, W, sorry, I did 2 there. Y, T, W, that's number 6. 7, Y, 8, T, 9, W, Y, T, W, 3 more. Y, T, and W. Whew. Now there's a couple of sweat droplets. Guys, let's go straight into the squats. Because this is our last exercise for our home surf workout. Let me guys know what you thought of this in the comments down below, and let me know if you're going to keep doing it. You ready? Let's smash them out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How you guys doing? That was solid. So, guys, grab yourselves a sip of water, stretch out anything that you think you need to, and leave me some feedback down below as to how you guys went during this workout. What was the hardest thing to do? I know it's a tough time out there at the moment. Some of you guys aren't able to surf, which sucks. So this is why I did this video for you guys. It's a quick one. I'm working on some big stuff, some in-depth online courses for you all. I'm really pumped about that. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, join me on Instagram at Kale's Broccoli. And if you want to see anything else from me, like my films, my books, you want to support the channel that way, head to kalebrock.com so you can check out all that. Woo, guys, I'm pooped. I've already surfed a lot today. I'll see you guys soon.